So this should prove to be interesting. Wanted people to think outside the box when it comes to solar starts and creating an ember, to start your fires, your tinder core. This is the ember that can do that. This is done with household spices. This is annatto powder. This one burning right here. This one is a chipotle pepper right here. The next one I'm going to start will be the curry. This is curry. And then, of course, we have the old sage. So let me throw this on here. What I'm using is a couple lens magnifiers from an old camera. And you can see here that when you add them up, we have a 2 and a 4. So I have a 6 power. Well, when you put that down on here with your magnifying glass, hold your arm real steady, brace yourself. Get that a tiny dot. Keep moving your lens around till you develop a dot. Move it forward, move it back. You can see it starting to smoke. Look at that smoke starting to come. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it there for a second. Keep going back and forth, making sure my pinpoint is right on. Then I'm going to go around the outside of that, just a little bit. Keep building the size of that ember around the edges. Okay, this is going now. So now let's go ahead and move over to the sage. That one on the end down there with the annatto powder, I think that's how you say it. It's going. I just need to put a little air on it. Okay, here we go. The sage is starting to start up. Go around it once you start it. Go around the edges a little bit. Spread that coal, spread that ember, out just a little bit. And you can see we have just the slightest breeze, which is helping tremendously. This one looks like it went out, but it didn't. Maybe it did. Yeah, it looks like it did. Well, I'll just start it again. Oh, there goes the smoke. But see, that was burning for a long time. By the time I got all these other ones done, and you would have had that in your tinder core and had a fire going right away. Keep adjusting that dot. Another little thing I should recommend that you do is wear your sunglasses, which I wasn't. It was starting to hurt my eyes. The one thing about the sunglasses, if you're doing solar starts and you're looking for an ember, sometimes you can't see it through your sunglasses, so you better take them off if you think you have an ember going. This particular one down here on the end, this is some kind of Mexican powder, and I don't know how to say it, but that's what it is. And you can see it smoking. This will absolutely start a fire. That ember in there absolutely will start a fire. Even though it's not as productive as these, that will work. But it's not got a good grade. Chili powder, anything to do with chilies, those peppers, it's going to work real good. Surprising, totally surprising here, that this is curry powder. And it's doing medium well. It's doing pretty good, really. I could blow on that and build that ember. The sage, of course, is working fine. Now, as you're going along and you have a good thing here, if you really want to build up your ember, just take a little bit. Don't cover the whole thing. Just add it up there a little bit. Now that'll start doing, and then I can add a little bit more, and add a little bit more. Finally, I've got it. Once again, these are just a couple lens magnifiers for a 35 millimeter camera that was, you know, film, and I got rid of it, and I salvaged these to make solar starting deal. So that's what I use. Look at these are doing, just so nice. This one's still smoking over here, but it's hard to see. A lot of times if you just, this is all it takes, is to waft a little air onto your ember. Doesn't take a hard, you know, blow onto it. Look at this, these are doing nice. Chili powder is really good to go to. Sage, really good to go to. This curry, you can't rule that out. Keep that in mind. If you're out in your pack and you have some spices to cook with, know which ones you can do this with, so that if you have an emergency, you can do it.